Hello. So sorry I've been away for a while, but yeah, a lot has happened since you last saw me. So when you guys last saw me, I was on 13 or 14 DPO, and yeah, and I was just waiting for AF to come basically. Well, AF showed, unfortunately, which really got me down since I've been doing so many pregnancy tests and things. It's just been crazy, really. Yeah, I've just been really, really down, and I've had a lot of, sort of roller coaster feelings when AF came. So yeah, that's why I kind of steered clear from doing a vlog again, because my emotions are really out of control and I felt really, really bad. I did, however, do a video when AF came just to update you guys and tell you how sad I was, and I was actually crying in the video. Yeah, so I did a video, but I never uploaded it because that night when AF arrived, I had a bit of an argument with my husband, just my PMS normal self, just picking on the little things and arguing and things like that. So I had a pretty late night. I went to bed probably around 10:30, and I was really, really tired, really exhausted. And then around midnight, I woke up and I was freezing cold. I was like shivering and, shaking under the covers. I went to the toilet and I came back to bed and I was so cold. And then I saw my husband and he was lying on top of the covers, and I was like, "Aren't you cold?" And he's like, "No, it's hot. It's really, really hot." And I'm like, "Uh-oh." And I was like, "Feel my forehead. Am I hot?" And he felt my forehead and I was boiling. My temperature was like 39 point something, and I was like, okay, another infection. So yeah, a month ago I had a bladder infection, and that's pretty much the same thing happened. So I got basically 2 hours sleep, and straight away I called my mum and she took me to hospital. We went to Auckland Hospital, which is the big one. I didn't want to go to North Shore, which is my local hospital, because it's like the worst hospital in the country. The service is so slow. Anyway, like last time I went to hospital, I had to wait 12 hours or something before I even got treatment. And this time I went to Auckland Hospital and I got there, they said, okay, I said, I'm a renal patient, I have chills and fever and and all the signs of rejection basically. And they said, okay, come with me. They took me straight through, gave me a bed, drew my blood. Like within 20 minutes I was in a bed waiting for my results. So that was really, really good, because at the big hospital they have like a parallel system where the normal emergencies like come in, and then for the renal patients and transplant patients in general, they have a different protocol system. So when you come in, you go through straight away. You don't go through the normal like protocols of being an emergency patient. So yeah, that was good. And then the doctor came back with my results an hour later. This was at like 3 or 4 in the morning. So it was the second day of my period, and I was still feeling so down and the dumps and stuff. And the doctor came and she said, it looks like a bladder infection. You have white blood cells in your urine. We'll start you on some antibiotics, a broad spectrum one. And I'm sorry, but we're going to have to transfer you back by ambulance to your district health board or hospital. And I was just like, oh no. But I sort of accepted it because they knew now what it was. They knew like what antibiotics to give me, and they knew that they had to give me IV fluids because I was a bit dehydrated and things like that. So that's good. Yeah, and I was like, okay, well, I'll go back to my hospital because they now know what it is. They're not going to take 12 hours to see me. So I went back to my hospital, went by ambulance around 9 o'clock that morning. I went and I came in, they received me, they were like, oh, yep, no, we were expecting you, put me straight in a bed, and I was like, oh, this is better than last time. But then I waited and waited and waited till about 2 o'clock before I saw a doctor. By then, they hadn't given me my next dose of antibiotics, they hadn't given me any IV fluids, which I was supposed to be on. The doctor finally came round, did a quick ultrasound and said, oh, okay, there's nothing wrong with the kidney, it's just a blood infection. I'm like, yeah, we've established that at Auckland Hospital. I need my antibiotics. And he was like, oh, sorry, all that. And I mean, the renal team is really good. They're amazing. I take my hat off to them. It's the hospital that doesn't communicate with the renal team that well, because the hospital I go to now, which is North Shore, the renal team there is fairly new. So all these renal patients coming in is new to them. So they don't have, they're not quite familiar with it yet. So I was a bit scared about that, but in the end I got a bed, they started treating me, and I was there for 2 nights. And then the doctor was quite surprised because it was my second infection in a month or 2 months, and he was like, why are you getting these infections? And I was like, you know what? I know what caused it. The crazy lady that I am, I went and held my pee constantly so I could do pregnancy tests. And that promotes bacteria growth in the bladder, and of course you'll get bladder infections. So yeah, it's my own fault that happened, and I will definitely not be doing that ever again, because if infection spreads from the bladder to the kidney, they have to remove the kidney, the transplanted kidney. And it's only about this far away from the bladder. So yeah, I'll not be doing that again. So I'm just at the moment keeping up my fluid intake. I just finished my course of antibiotics, and yeah, just really hoping it doesn't happen again. Otherwise the doctors are going to put me on some antibiotics that I take daily, and they're just preventative ones. So yeah. So anyway, that's what happened. I went to hospital for 2 days, and yeah, I haven't made a vlog since because it's been a combination of being up and down, and my emotions just skyrocketing and then coming back down to earth and hitting rock bottom and stuff like that. And also work, it's been crazy. My job is just exhausting. Working with kids before and after school until when they come to school and when they go home, it's exhausting. It really is. It's only 25 hours a week, but wow, kids really tire you out when you have like 30 of them running around and screaming and disobeying you and things like that. So yeah, but I mean, it's fun. I love kids. I love working with them, and yeah, it's just the naughty ones that really ruin it for everyone. But I love my job. It's just tiring. Yeah, so where I'm up to now, I don't even know what cycle day I'm on. I know I haven't ovulated yet. I'm probably pretty close though. I'm probably about 2 days off. Yeah, so this Wednesday, the 22nd of February, is my husband and I's anniversary. It's not our wedding anniversary. It's not our engagement anniversary. It's the day we actually got together. We decided we're going to make that our anniversary because we got married on his parents' anniversary, and I don't really want that to be our anniversary. So we just decided the day that we got together will be our anniversary from now on. So yeah, and I think I ovulate that day or the day after, which will be pretty cool if it was an anniversary baby. We would have been together for 4 years now. So that's pretty exciting. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say apart from being really, really sorry that I've been away. Yeah, so comment below. Tell me if you have any questions, if there's anything you would like me to do or answer. If you'd like me to do, specific vlogs doing something, let me know down below. It's my turn now. I am so glad you did your little TTC survival pack competition. I entered, and I hope I win because I really, really need it. Considering my last cycle has just been blah. Yeah, so this video is getting a bit long, so I'll see you guys in a couple of days. I'm going to try and keep my updates now, doing my updates, because yeah, I've just been all over the place and now I'm a little bit more flatlined and stable, not taking it too seriously now. So yeah, enjoy your day and I shall see you in 2 days. Bye.